Transparency is greatly valued in Agile practice. In fact, there are three legs to any Agile way of working. There's transparency, there's inspection, and there's adaptation. And you can't really inspect or adapt a process or a product if transparency isn't in place and you can't see what's going on. Now, information radiators are a common tool for attaining transparency. Scrum and Kanban boards are good examples of this. These are boards that have columns on them for work in progress, for a backlog, and for work that has been considered to be completed. Team members can look at that board and they can see who is working on what. Each item might have an avatar on it, showing who is responsible for a particular piece of work in progress. So that information, who is working on what, is radiated by that board to the team members. If items have been blocked or impeded, then they can be flagged as such. They might be turned upside down, or perhaps a day-glow post-it note saying blocked might be put on it, and then a Scrum Master or some other manager can then look at that and see that something needs to be done in order to remove that team's impediment and to enable that work to progress. An information radiator such as a Scrum board or a task board can also radiate the status of a backlog and its progress to stakeholders. So if a stakeholder wants to know where they are in a Kanban queue, they can just go to the board and they can look. And they'll be able to see where they are in that queue and how long it is that they're likely to have to wait based on the team's established velocity. Now, Scrum boards and Kanban boards are not the only form of information radiator. You can also have simple things like flip charts that show burn down charts, that show perhaps a team's velocity, so stakeholders can make that kind of calculation I talked about earlier. The key thing about an information radiator is it enables transparency, not only for the team's benefit, but also for the stakeholders' benefit. And one of the side effects, the positive side effects of having an information radiator in place is that stakeholders who can see what's going on might themselves be able to spot certain impediments that are looming before the team themselves even know about it. And they can then flag their concerns to the team or to their Scrum Master.